What's going on, wrestling fans? It is IC-Fall, and welcome to 10 Count. On today's edition, I am honored and I am privileged to talk to Braun Strowman. How you doing today?
Doing pretty well. Just woke up a little bit ago in the beautiful Midwest.
Oh, man. It is.
Nice weather change. I had to get out of Florida, man. It's brutal down there right now.
I imagine. I went to college in Florida at Full Sail, actually, and it was very, very hot. But, you know, where I am right now, it's very hot, but the AC is on, so I have to put on my Braun Strowman sweatshirt.
Repping, nice. Thank you. Help keeps the lights on in here.
Well, there's a lot of lights, it looks like, above your head. So let's ask some questions to keep the lights on in my house going. So recently, though, my mind was blown. I think everyone else's was as well. The Wyatt 6 showed up on Raw, destroying the backstage area, pretty much almost killing Chad Gable. What was your reaction to that? Because you have a huge connection to the Wyatt family.
Well, I almost, did Judgment Day a favor, per se, running them out of the bowl the other night, and maybe I did myself one, too, because what I saw, I got up the next morning, because I ran them out of the building. I got up the next morning and did the old social media while I was, taking care of morning business stuff like everyone does, and saw all the things, and everybody thought that I got whacked and all that mess in the back, but I didn't, so it was a surprise to me because it sure was a shock because I didn't see it happen to go down. So it definitely invoked some emotions that I haven't felt in a long time. Some good and some not so good.
Of course.
So yeah, it's awesome to see them back, as terrifying as it is. There's a special place in my heart. I went through a lot in the past with that former leader of that group. And, we weren't always the best people, but we meant well, I guess, in our eyes. But yeah, no, it's really cool to see them back and things like that. Hopefully I don't have to cross paths with them too much. They're pretty scary. I ain't gonna lie. I remember when I was a part of it, I don't remember it being that dark. I didn't remember how it could be. And it's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. So there's, like I said, it's an emotional roller coaster of feelings with all that.
Of course. And obviously we don't have the connection as you do to, say, Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family, but fans in media watching it were just so happy to see Bray Wyatt's creation still going. And then this past even Monday, Uncle Howdy interviews Bo Dallas, and all of our minds were also blown by that. And it's so great to see, Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy on television as well. Have you spoken to Bo about this?
Yeah, but brief in passing, I saw him and things like that. And Bo's always been one to keep to himself. I've known there's always been something inside of him. He's very unique. Almost, he might be even more unique than his brother. And he's never really had an opportunity to show the world. And I think the world got a glimpse of it this past week. And I'm getting emotional about it because I'm really, really happy for him. It's been a rough year for his family and everybody involved in that. So, having him come back, carrying on the legacy, like you said, for his brother, it's special. I'll bust through that fourth wall as a human being, as Adam Sharon, as Taylor and all that, and Wyndham. All of this is really, really special, all of us. And it's really cool to see the company sticking behind this. The fans are unbelievable response to it, and I couldn't be any more happy as a real life human being and what's going on for them. And as in character, they're fucking scary.
100%. Yeah, it was so great to see Bo, because I was at WrestleMania The World when they had the Bray Wyatt panel, and they brought out you, and they brought out statues of Bray, and Bo and Undertaker were there, and his father, Mike Rotunda. Like, it was emotional. The entire audience was feeling the emotion and the connection, and we're just so happy to see the Bray Wyatt creations still out and about, scaring the crap out of all of us with my original Uncle Howdy mask behind me as well. But also coming up, though, July 1st, Monday Night Raw is coming to the TD Garden. I am pumped. I'll be there live, screaming, losing my voice with my family. What can fans expect when they attend a WWE live event?
I mean, right now we're firing all cylinders. I mean, it's going to be sold out. I believe it's already sold out. There might be a couple tickets left. Usually they're sold out. I mean, everything we've been doing has just been unbelievable. The product as a whole is just firing on all cylinders. All three brands are just killing it right now. H is just the master chef in the kitchen, just firing everything up. And it's the excitement. I mean, we're getting ready, leading into everything, getting Money in the Bank coming up, SummerSlam coming up, people will return, and the Monster Ball Monsters is back, and Boston is. We're gonna blow the freaking roof off that place. I hope they just don't send me the bill for
it. Yeah, as Gorilla Monsoon would say, they would hang from the rafters. So if there is no roof, I guess they can't hang.
Right.
Rafters.
It's always been Boston's such an unbelievable crowd. Always the response when we're there for all the athletes and superstars is just second to none. So it's always fun to step into the city. I love the culture. I love the history. You know, always got to get out and do the fine dining cuisine in the Boston area. And, you know, and driving in circles because I get lost in those tunnels underneath the city every damn time I come there.
Yes, everyone who even lives here gets lost in those tunnels. So don't worry if you get lost as well. It's a common occurrence here in Boston. It's very sad. The Celtics, hey, we just won the championship, and you're no stranger to celebrities and athletes getting in your face. The SNL Weekend Update guys. We had Tyson Fury, but we also had Patrick Mahomes, most recent Super Bowl quarterback. Listen, are we going to see you and Patrick Mahomes
I sure tell you one thing, social media, the response on that, it sure sounds like everybody wants me to whip his ass. So, I mean, if we can set it up, it's probably going to be hard to get some ink on paper with what KC's paying him and what WWE's paying me. But if we get enough fans behind it with their money paying, we might be able to make it happen. I don't know. It'd be really cool. The interaction was really cool. I really thought Mahomes would be a little bit bigger than that. And his boys he brought with him, too. I mean, they're big boys, but, we need to stand next to the Monster Ball Monster. That's what I told him. I was like, look, you're going to bucket me. You better bring the whole offensive line because these two boys ain't going to do it for you right now, my man.
God, I think that's money on the table. You know, you brought up Chef H and we got Chef Michaels in NXT. Both chefs cooking right now on both brands. I think you versus Patrick Mahomes is money.
Like I said, I got no problem stepping in the ring with the best in WWE. I'll step in the best of the best with the NFL. I've stepped in the best in boxing, best in the world's strongest man. It's what I do.
Oh, man, I love it. And what you also do is entertain me during the pandemic. The swamp fight match with you and Bray Wyatt will go down in history as one of my favorite monumental cinematic matches of all time. How many hours did that take to put together? Because obviously that wasn't all right, shoot, all right, we're done.
All in all, with filming that, getting it done, the travel in and out to get it done, running right into Monday Night Raw, I think we worked 32 hours straight on it to get it all done.
Wow.
It was a lot. I ended up in the hospital at the end of that one.
For what?
Severe dehydration. I got home, so we filmed all night long, got it all done. Got home, took a shower, went to the WWE Performance Center, did Monday Night Raw all day, got home, was taking a shower, and my entire body cramped up, and I seized up and had to get hauled out of my house at home to the hospital, double line, 4 liters of fluid to get me rehydrated back up to stop cramping. So I really appreciate the compliments. So many critics criticized that match so hard and really poo-poo all over it sometimes. And, to hear a compliment, because knowing both of us, it was not fun. You ever been in the middle of a swamp in Florida at 4 o'clock in the morning?
I assume alligators
jumping into water, fingers crossed.
No, I have not had that experience.
Yeah. Because it's very special to me, too, because, I was able to use so much stuff that I learned from Wyndham by traveling with him and picking his brain and then being able to show it across on TV and having that, and then how everything ended up, with his passing and stuff like that. So that's very special to me and things like that, to be able to have that memory and watch back and giggle about it, too, because they've showed some funny little behind-the-scenes clips of us because – we were 2 peas in a pod, two brothers, and us goofing off in the bloopers. And it's on par with watching John C. Reilly and Will Ferrell in the bloopers at the end of their movies. That was just how we were together. So even through all that heat and anguish and mosquitoes and lurking alligators and IVs and Monday Night Raws, at the end of the day, it was very special to look back on now.
Yeah.
But I hope I don't ever have to do another one.
Well, hopefully there's no other pandemic either, so we can.
Yeah, right.
We don't have that. But yeah, no, I love that match. And I think people don't even realize that the storyline really into it was so deep that even the WWE, I don't think realized, like, it felt like the Fiend had the Bray Wyatt, fedora hat somehow escaped the Fiend. It looked like he was asking Braun Strowman, the character, for help, but yet, and then Alexa Bliss with your Mixed Match Challenge relationship there carried over into Alexa Bliss becoming like a Sister Abigail character. Like, there's multiple layers to the swamp fight between you and Bray Wyatt. So I just want to say, whoever poo-poos on that, I'm going to poo-poo on them. That doesn't sound too good, but that didn't sound right. I'm going to have to edit that.
It's 2024. It's great. I don't know what it'll be the next hashtag cool thing that the kids.
Yeah, no kidding, right? I feel so old now, but but yeah, no, I really enjoyed that match, and with so many memories with you, one of the things that always jumps out at me is you winning the tag team championship with Nicholas, a little boy at WrestleMania. How did that come to be? Did you know who your tag team partner was going to be heading into that WrestleMania?
Look, you don't ask David Copperfield how he makes the Statue of Liberty disappear. You just appreciate the spectacle.
So you did not know.
I had no idea what was going on when I went out there.
You might want to get your eye checked out.
It's a little dusty in here in pollen. They're cutting hay out around the farm right now.
Of course. I love that moment, though. You think we'll see the return of Nicholas and you win the tag team championship someday?
Fun.
There we go.
We got me?
Yeah, I got you. I think someone was calling you.
No, nobody called. I think it's the aliens. There's a lot of alien activity in the Wisconsin area right now.
Well, that's unfortunate. What's also interesting before we wrap this up is, you were in NXT. We never saw you compete in matches, but we did see you as a Rosebud with Adam Rose. And there's a clip of you dancing more so than anyone else. You were the epitome of the perfect Rosebud. Tell me, what was that experience like?
It was fun at the time. I'm learning my way through this crazy business, and I've had many people in my life tell me opportunities come in all different shapes and sizes, and you only get so many opportunities. And this was an opportunity for me. This was an opportunity to be on television. This was an opportunity to travel. This was an opportunity to get my feet further in the proverbial dipping my toes in the water saying. So in my mind, from my people in my past that have told me to make the most out of opportunities, I made the most out of it. And that's why I danced my butt off and looked like a crazy little ding-a-ling running around out there. But at the same time, as silly as that was, and a lot of people laugh about it, and this BS stuff that you got to do, it got the boss's attention. And you look throughout our product through so many times in histories, and you see all these little cameos of people that turn into be the monster of all monsters, and so on and so on. So again, opportunity, making the most out of it, having fun with it while I'm doing it, and then catching the boss's eye to the point of, who is this guy and why is he doing this? He's too big to be doing this. We should be doing something else with it. And look what happened.
Yeah, man. Former world champion, it seems like everything you've had. And,
all but one. That U.S. title that Logan Paul has been running around with. That's the elusive keeping me from being a Grand Slam champ.
Interesting. So
yeah. He's got to show up
to
work, though, for me to get my hands on him. So it's another one of those cases.
All right. One final question here. SummerSlam's coming up. We got Money in the Bank, Bash in Berlin. What's your ideal situation heading into these? Because recently, what I think should be a faction should be you, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed, the Bronze, as one faction. Is this a reality that I can live in?
Yeah, we actually joked about it the other day in the locker room, having a three-way, and the losers lose their names, or winner loses their name, or whatever.
Yes.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. If I'm a fan watching at home, I'm paying my money to see that. I mean, it's three pretty large human beings, one really large human being, and two young and up and comers in the WWE. Braun being really, really young. I know Bronson's been in the business for a while, but still relatively new to the main roster and things like that. But another big guy, and I always, like I said, to have an opportunity to get in there and chop some meat with some big boys is what made me a wrestling fan.
Oh man, well I know we have the speed championship. Maybe someday we'll get the super heavyweight championship. I hope that's the case. I hope that's the case. But I have to say it's been an honor, and I know aliens have screwed up with your Wi-Fi a couple of times during this interview, but it has been an honor and a privilege. Yeah, slap them. That's what will work. Slap them. No, you had to do like the run around the corner and choo-choo train and smash them over your
It's
shoulder.
my day off, man. I'm
all
tired of
right.
running.
Fine.
I've been chasing Judgment Day for a month.
That's true. That's true. You were saved. But I got to say, I hope to see you and the Wyatt 6 cross paths someday. You and Uncle Howdy, you and Bo Dallas, because I know all of us Wyatt family fans will really enjoy seeing that moment. But again, Braun Strowman, thank you so much for being here, right here on 10 Count. This has kept me warm forever, and it'll keep me warm continuing on when you become U.S. champion beating Logan Paul. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.